Hello friends! Welcome to my first video ever. My name is Toni and I love The Sims. I have been playing for the longest time. Ever since I can remember, I think I was 6 or 7 when I started, and it's always been like a safe place for me to go when I needed to be with myself and I needed to just have some fun, but not necessarily with like friends because for some time of my life I had problems with those. But I'm much older now. I'm 22, just turned, and I've really wanted to do this. I am so excited about this. I am bringing to you my first creation, which is the Queen's house, and I wanted to start with something big. I wanted to start with a bigger project which I could use to make up for like all these years which I have sat on the sidelines and sort of watched other people's videos and thought, I really want to do this, but I don't know if I'll be any good. I don't know if anybody will want to listen. So I really hope you enjoy it. I will tell you some details about the house, but a few disclaimers at first. I've never used this video recording software before, so I had some problems. It's randomly froze a couple of times, or it would just record a black screen. But most of the footage is okay. This was 8 hours of footage, so I think I lost two. But there is a good part. So this is the reason why such a huge chunk was missing. Then, like, we were like creating this walkway, making it super symmetrical and everything, and then like suddenly we had like half the house built. But don't worry, because a lot is still to come. This house was definitely a huge project. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't bother you, but I did learn a lot from this experience as well as, about recording voice. And I know this audio isn't too good, but it will get better because I am going to get a new microphone really soon, maybe in my next video or the one after that. You will definitely be able to hear me better. So the Queen's house. I have made this for your Sims, sort of royal Sims, and a queen would be like here for her summer residence. I think this is what the actual purpose of this house is. Also in England, in Greenwich in London, which is where this actual place is. And I've tried to be as accurate with the build as possible. So I watched a lot of pictures, which is why there are some small like hesitation moments while I'm building. I watched a lot of pictures. I really tried to make the outside the same, but there weren't too many pictures of the inside though, so there I had to slightly imagine how that would look. But I think you can't really even make it like exactly the same and usable for Sims needs to actually live here, because she probably has like a lot of walkways, a lot of no idea, like maybe fancy vases. I don't know, but the outside is pretty similar. I did add a little bit of pizzazz at the end. I added King's Garden and the Queen's Garden, and they sort of like symbolize maybe the first king and queen that lived here. So let's say, this is a really large lot, the 64 by 64 lot in Windenburg. I am not really sure if other such lots exist, sadly enough, but it does fit really nice on that piece of land where it is right now. So, sorry for not giving too many options with that, but you can. The front bit is just like yard, so you could place this house on a smaller lot and just cut out the big entryway park. I intended for it like it is so in real life, but I think the cool part about the front bit is that, this is where your Sims would sit down and have a picnic and have a nice naturey chat. And this is such a beautiful lot. There, the view is amazing, and why would you want to completely maybe cover it with trees or put more building there? I think the magic of it is actually how open and airy this feels. Although it is still quite royal, quite how do you say, maybe, I don't know. I used a lot of very I don't know, highbrow items. I used the Queen Anne filter on the items. But I think it turned out really well. I had a lot of problems because it is very narrow on the sides. These are I think maybe 4 or 5 squares. That is the width. And there's not a lot of royal rooms that are actually that small. Well, small in royal terms, I guess. But I really think it turned out well at the end. Apart from the whole tryout phase, here I'm just trying out some stone. The actual house is sort of yellow, and you did see me, I think, a couple of seconds ago. I tried a yellow paint color, but it's way too yellow. The real house is really light. I imagine mixing white, a lot of white with a little bit of yellow. That's the kind of color that the original House of the Queen has. I didn't get to peek inside when I was there. I was there, I think, 2 weeks ago. I was just in the yard. I'm not sure if you can go in. I think you can have your wedding there, though, for sure. And it really is a beautiful place to have your wedding. The setting there, of the actual house, is also similar. It's not right, but it's quite near to the River Thames. And there is a very nice, bayside area there on the river. You can, there were a lot of people just having, a glass of wine and a good chat. Which is also what you can do here in this house. There is gonna be for outdoor sort of parties. There's gonna be some outdoor tables and seating and everything. And for indoor parties, you also have this middle bit of the house is actually sort of a party area. This is where you would invite make a ball party or something like that, a ball gown thingy. There is a dance floor, and it is there's a hole in the ceiling, so it's basically goes up to the second floor, so you can peek. That probably has some sort of name that is just not coming to me right now. But yeah, I also didn't calculate the window sizes that I needed for everything to be perfectly symmetrical. So I had some problems finding the proper door, because there are these doors that I really like. I think I tried some of them, but they are three squares, and I do believe this is an even square thing. I do use this trick a lot, where you would just make an X to find the middle, and then from the middle, the straight line to sort of place the items exactly in a proper position from the middle. Excuse me there. Yeah, I did this for the beautiful and very, very demanding terrain paint, because the actual house sort of has this art with it. You can see the little circle walkway. I don't know, I really liked it. I think I came really close to making the same thing pop up in the Sims build for your queens. So there, it's a very nice place for your like maybe stories, because you know I'm already coming up with like so many things just looking at it. There are two servants' rooms, so and they are very ratty. You will see. I really like using the word ratty. It sounds funny, but you know you could imagine like you have the dirty servant girl and the cute shy what is it called, doorman? No, it's a butler, yeah, and like the mean royal family, and I don't know, they fall in love or something. That'd be pretty fun. Here's me just being a noob, trying to figure out how to make that back deck. So this is where you are gonna have your picnics outside and your outdoor parties. I'm sorry, but I did use all the expansion packs I have because this was really hard. I really wanted to make this look nice and special and also lived in, you know, with all the sort of, I guess, clutter items that come with that. I wanted to make sure that it looks like a real story, like this happened, you know? And here's a little trick. This is how I made the perfect walkways. You build a room and you just build it around the place where you want the terrain paint to go, and then you just paint away in the free space, and it will not let you sort of draw out of the line. You can say that. Yeah, you can also go back and sort of shift it a little if it didn't work like I did there. I really wanted to, excuse me, I really wanted to bring out the symmetry in this because, as you will know, and hopefully you will stick around for more videos from me because I'm very excited for this. I will definitely be making a lot more content, and I will definitely get better at this as it goes because, you know, there is no way I would stop once I've started because I really love The Sims. I've always loved it. But as you will notice, I have a thing for symmetry. I don't want to say that because, you know, it's not as severe as some people, but I have a sort of an OCD. And just today, maybe you do that, maybe you don't, but I sort of color coordinate my apps on my phone, sort of icons, and it really bothers me if, like, you know, there's like two different colors in one row. I don't know. So things like that, and that's why I really cared about making this house so perfectly symmetrical because, you know, it is so in real life too, but you know, with the two wings and with the terrain paint out in front, it was just like it had to be very perfect. So excuse me trying to make that back area look good. It was kind of hard. I had some glitching. For some reason you can't make a half wall. I don't know why, but the columns, the windows kept sort of disappearing. Like, they would just not be there. There would be a hole in the wall. So I tried a lot of stuff and a lot of fencing, and also I didn't want this bit to look flat. So I had to find a wallpaper that didn't make it look flat. Did I leave it white? I hope I didn't. But the middle part is just the party part. So the queen, this is her summer residence. See, that was a little bit of a glitch happening right there. This is her summer residence, and she would throw parties here, or also she will relax here. And this is where, like, this is not her main like working place. There is now like special king's quarters or anything, he can sleep in the bed. There is also a second sort of bedroom for guests and for maybe, if you have a princess or a baby, you could use that room too. And, well, I mean, if the princess has a baby, so if you were like a grandma queen, you could, but this is not her main area of operation. So that's the reason why there aren't as many, she would probably in real life have some sort of courtroom. Well, is it called a courtroom? Like a sort of a knight's table sort of thing where the advisors would all sit and discuss stuffs. I am obviously talking about a sort of a bit of a medieval queen, not like today's Queen of England style, but yesterday's yesterday's Queen of England. So yeah, what she did get here is like the left quarter, initially not, but the left quarter is totally hers. She has her own dining room and everything there, so she doesn't like need to go really far for that because, there is a bit of a walk between the sort of quarters. So the middle bit can just calmly just be a party spot. And she wouldn't have to go there to eat or anything. So that's the ballroom. On top is like a girl's sort of dressing room, and on the bottom is where you would make the food for your parties, where your service people would work. And I really like this. This is also this way in real life. There is a little bit of a dungeon style tunnel thing through the house. Sorry that I skipped there. I had a lot of like I wanted to put different things in the tunnel, so yeah, that was quite a lot of picking that didn't really go anywhere, so I decided I would move on before finishing that. But I will go back to it in a second. So there is this sort of tunnel through the house, which is really cool because you can, there's like a little, I don't know, I really like those kind of places that are sort of secluded, but not totally, like you're still outside. So it's like a secret garden, I guess. So this is where I would probably enjoy to have a walk with like my beloved. You know, I have no idea what they used to say back in the day for beloved. Well, I do, I just can't come up with it now, but no, me? No, I don't know. But this is where I would have a walk with like a friend or something, or just read a book. I like these sort of places to go and think. Of course, you can. There's a few places in the yard where you could just really, really enjoy yourself and enjoy the view. But this is sort of special. You don't see that a lot. It's really cool. So you can, there's a few things you can do with this. You don't need to move in here. You don't need to make a queen or anything like that. You can just pretend there is a queen and do what this place actually does in real life, which is, well, I'm pretty sure the queen can actually go there too in real life, but which is also you can hold a wedding here or just hold a party like a birthday party. Or maybe just make it a community park and visit, and maybe you can make a coffee shop somewhere. It's very open to change. Maybe if you're interested, I could change it myself to some sort of coffee shop and upload that too for you. But right now you can, out of the box, use it as a wedding venue plus a wedding suite. Like right after you got married, you can go on and, do the deed in the queen's room, if that so pleases you. Yeah, so here's like the little fountain that I was talking about. This is from Romantic Garden Stuff. And I really like it. It's also awesome because you can soap it and stuff. That's really fun. You can sit on the side and kiss. Yeah, and one reason this could have been a little bit better, or maybe like could have taken a little bit less time is if I pondered where to put the stairs in the first place, because I was so excited about how this turned out initially. It looks so symmetrical, so pleasing, that, you know, I totally forgot about the stairs placement. And I am just figuring out what to do with that right here. I'm placing some toilets on this first floor, because I imagine this would be like the toilets you would go if you're just visiting the park. Or if, you know, I guess the royals could go there too, just in case you're outside. These are not any kind of ratty toilets, because there's also one ratty toilet for the servants. In case you're around, you can always use these. They're quite nice, and very accessible from outside. Very good to get to. I did change this quarter a little bit, sadly, in a second, because I wanted to get the butler's room for the sole purpose of some drama with the butler and a maid, maybe. Because at first all I thought about was a maid's room, but I was like, you know, it would be very nice to also get a butler in here and make things interesting. I think, you know, this is quite a long video. In the first part, we're just gonna build like the party area, which we're almost at. I think at the 30-minute mark is where I will be sort of done with that. But just two absolutely identical bathrooms on the bottom. They're sort of royal. I went with a black and white theme for a lot of the middle bit, because I feel like ballrooms, I don't know. You know, I didn't want to place any kind of homey colors. Sort of glorious, maybe royal blue and black and white classic stuff, you know. I try to keep the palette in the middle bit very, very not homey. Well, homey, but you know what I mean. Also sort of visitory. Oh my gosh, I'm bad. I am bad with my words today. And also these columns, like there is like the little achievement for having a lot of columns, which apparently having a lot of columns makes you fancy. So, you know, we had to keep it fancy. We have a lot of columns and a lot of art and a lot of grandma wallpapers. Well, I don't know, maybe you like them, but for like everyday houses, like imagine you were building just like your favorite apartment, or, you know, some sort of living space. For a modern family, you would not use this wallpaper, let's be honest. It's very good, it's very pretty, but I don't know, it sort of looks old school, very old school. So there is a little front entrance, there is a little back entrance, definitely easily accessible toilets, yeah, for when you're just having a walk. And this bit is sort of symmetrical. Honestly, I did not want to make this sort of a functional living space right there, because this is just the bathroom area. So this is where the girls would wait for their friend to go to the bathroom. This is not in any way like where the queen would go on her day-to-day business. So this small room is gonna be the kitchen, which is only the party kitchen. So the actual kitchen for the everyday life of the queen is very, very nice. You're gonna love it. It's personally my favorite room, which is kind of weird because you know, if you knew me, you would know that I can't cook. So, yeah, I'm very bad. Like, people prefer, you know, doing it themselves, even when they're lazy or not eating, or like eating a sandwich, to me, making them something. So, you know, but the kitchen is still my favorite room somehow. Here I'm just using the same decor as on the other side. Just symmetrical, sort of swanky queen style stuff. yeah, sort of skip this bit because I decided I thought this was kind of very small for a kitchen at the time. I wasn't sure if I was gonna have another one, so I moved stuff around a lot, and then at the end decided, I'm gonna have another one. This is just for parties. It doesn't need to be that cool. It needs a lot of counters, and that's it. Like a lot of space to put all the party favors on. Oh, I should have put a buffet table up top. I forgot that. But there is one outside, and also you should remember to put one as a tip for easier cooking because because at such parties, I think you can't just like have a casserole out there, You have to put like, I don't know, at least like 4 kinds of meal. And of course tea. Like in this house, I was inspired by the poshiness of England, and there's a lot of tea sets and biscuits. I'm sorry. I know this is kind of like stereotypical, but yeah, I do like their tea and biscuits. I don't like the milk in the tea thing. That was pretty disgusting, but the tea and biscuits is good. Here, just I don't know, sort of a waiting area, I guess, for you to come upstairs to the party. This is also just a back entrance, so didn't want to make it too special. Final touches on this little bit downstairs. I have used, by the way, some enlarged lanterns downstairs and also at the front of the house. I didn't get to show you me making the gate, but it's not that interesting, the gate bit. For me personally, watching these types of videos, the most interesting part is the furnishing. So there were some losses, but thankfully they were just losses of the building part, and not that much of the. Well, also, yeah, I don't know. The next video will be better. There will be way less problems. I learned how to set up everything. I guess it takes a little bit of practice. And about that toilet there, I do fix that later, but at the time of the video, there is actually no way to get there, and I'm so sorry. But yeah, I was like, I didn't want to leave that space empty. I wanted to optimally place a painting there. It didn't look too great, so I just covered it up, and I made a toilet for the party. Well, yeah, I guess there are toilets downstairs too, but I imagine you having like 30 people here, it won't be enough. So yeah, now you see like this very classic tile and a lot of windows, a lot of like marble. I don't know, I feel like that's very, very royal and formal. Yeah, formal is like black and white is classic formal. Excuse going back to random outdoor details, but this house is just so large. I kept remembering things. I'm like, yeah, this, that, I at some point, I don't know if we did that yet. We did that. I made the side buildings a little bit bigger, 2 floors. They were initially 1 floor. But yeah, there is very much detail. I think if you do put this in your game and if you play with it, you're gonna see this lot has so much detail. It is very interesting. I'm very proud of it. Some things you could be better, could get better, not you, but some things could get better. Even though I've built for a very long time, it's kind of different to, I was obviously trying not to move the camera a lot and not to change the angle a whole lot. Also, I was kind of nervous. I don't know why, honestly, because everything could be edited out if it gets too boring. I don't know, but I will get better. I think it's really great. Yeah, I also think this painting is amazing there, and I hate that I later turned it into a fireplace. I felt like, I don't know why, I felt like there was there's this thing about fireplaces that makes things look sort of grand, so yeah, you can change that if you get the house. Um, or maybe you like the fireplace. Let me know. Let me know whatever you do. Like, if you decided to make a royal family for here, I would be very happy if someone were to like this creation, or if you were just using this as a park. Oh, this is where you could like, this is where you could do something really cool. You could like use this middle bit, delete all this fancy royal stuff, and make a coffee shop, and then you could like cut off access to the side bits. Sorry, and just have the coffee shop right here, and maybe like a few tables up front, a few tables in the back. Even I think I should do that. That would be really cool. Like maybe like the whole bottom floor will be like a kitchen for a small bakery. Yeah, very fancy posh bakery. So you could go like two ways with this. If you do want to turn it into a dine out or like go to work sort of thing, you could go very fancy and make this a really expensive restaurant, maybe traditional. I don't know, no, not traditional English, but maybe Italian restaurant you could do. Or you could like remodel this into a sort of like country French, like the styles of the chairs right there, just sort of very homey, and make this into a coffee shop slash bakery. And downstairs is where you would make like sort of cupcakes and stuff like that. And upstairs is where you would your clients would sit. I think there is so much you can do with this. I really hope you guys enjoy that. I am gonna cut this part here because this is getting kind of long, and this is the main part of the build, like the build and the party room. It does have a second floor, but 30 minutes. Also, the next video is also going to be 30 minutes. So I'll see you in the next one. It will come out very, very soon. I hope you enjoyed this. Please stick around. It will get better. If you have any sort of tips, please leave them in the comments. And, have a beautiful, beautiful day. My name is Toni, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.